Oh boy. With the final Series 1 event in Liverpool, something resurged in Hard Trick Room getting second place at the event with a new twist featuring Hatterade. Let's try out the team and see how it goes. This team features Hard Trick Room with Sun and Size Spam. Multiple ways to set up Trick Room depending on the situation with redirection from NDD, Choice Scarf Final Gambit to Annihilate to take trades, Magic Bounce Hatterade that denies Taunt, and Armor Rouge that is very generally bulky. And this team has multiple ways to pressure under Trick Room with Torkoal in Sun and Clear Smog to help get rid of Dondozo boosts. Armor Rouge and NDD do massive damage with Psychic Terrain and Sun attacks, while the King Gambit helps against specific things that the other mons don't enjoy too much, like Dark types and opposing Armor Rouge. If you would like to check out the creator or the details of the team, they'll be linked in the description down below. Dondozo, Tatsugiri, Masquerada, Golden Go, Volcarona, Excalibur. Okay, this is Naoto's team. How do I exactly manage Naoto's team with this? I have a few options, but they're not exactly super easy to commit. I'm pretty sure I could do like Indie Armor Rouge and Follow Me plus Trick Room pretty safely for the most part. I want to say I am able to. In the back, I think Hatterade and Torkoal, it's going to be a lot of can I out pressure this team straight off the bat? And I think I can. I'm kind of curious though, because there's a few things I am worried about in this situation. Of course, this is a Dondozo Tatsugiri combination, of course. But one of the main concerns that I do have is the Masquerada, and does it go for Toxic Spikes immediately? Because if it does, I could go in a Hatterade, I guess. That would be pretty fun. And we're going to see the Volcarona plus the... Okay. Volcarona lead plus Masquerada. That should be okay. A knockoff Struggle Bug, I guess, could... coming out here. I think that would more likely be the case here, like a knockoff Struggle Bug combination. I don't think you go for T-Spikes in this scenario immediately. I think I'm just going to go for a Trick Room right off the bat, or I could Follow Me. The thing is, I do want to go for... I don't want Armor Rouge to take so much damage immediately. I think knockoff Follow Me is probably okay. It's just like, what do I value? How much damage is it? But Follow Me here is pretty safe. And a Trick Room, I want to say, is all right. Kick things off. So let's see how this is going to go. We're going to go for a Follow Me here. And we're going to see Knockoff come out. Okay, so no Toxic Spikes are set up, which is really good. Struggle Bug should be coming out. Yep, Struggle Bug. That's going to do quite a bit, but we are going to be able to tank it just fine. We are able to get the Trick Room off with the Armor Rouge. Now we got to use these turns wisely here. So Trick Room is going to go up. I wonder, I feel Masquerada probably protects here. I would say it would. I could go hard Torkoal here, and I am considering hard Torkoal here and just going for a Heat Wave right here for the damage. And I think that's a pretty strong play because next turn I could just go for Heat Wave Eruption. They don't exactly have the safest switches. So I think I am going to risk it here. Let's go Torkoal and try to get the Eruption into a Heat Wave off the next turn. If they just attack here, that's okay. It's probably a knockoff, but yeah, it's going to be the Protect, which is fine. Heat Wave in the Sun should do a lot to Volcarona, especially since I don't think the Volcarona cares Protect. They probably do get one Struggle Bug off, but it's not like that bad. So a Heat Wave going to come out here. Not bad damage into the Volcarona. Struggle Bug going to come out. So -2 and -1 on my Armor Rouge and Torkoal. But Eruption is looking pretty strong here. They really don't have a good switch right now. So we are going to go for an Eruption here, and we are going to go for the Heat Wave. They don't have a Defensive Terra. I believe that helps them. The Volcarona... probably Terra Grass. I want to say both of these are Terra Grass here. If it's Terra Water, maybe, but it's not really doing anything offensively. It's just Struggle Bugging. I just got to make sure I have enough health for another Trick Room, but Hatterade could potentially get that second Trick Room off. So right now, do as much damage as possible. This could be Tatsugiri coming in for the Masquerada, but I have Expanding Force Pressure, I guess, afterwards, so it's not like that bad. We're going to see Dondozo come out. Maybe a double up with Dondozo Tatsugiri. No, that's not the case. I get a huge Eruption off into the Volcarona and the Dondozo and a Heat Wave, so I am able to KO the Volcarona, which is absolutely massive. So goodbye, Volcarona, and really, really good spot now, because we are able to eliminate Pokemon. Dondozo took so much damage. Look at that double Heat Wave. It did not take that super well. That's just the power of Hard Trick Room. If you don't have to save swaps, Tatsugiri could have came in, but Expanding Force was a potential player. Tatsugiri is going to come in now. And, oh, I know what my next play is here. So they probably Protect here. I'd imagine they Protect. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for a... Oh, this should be fun. This should be really fun. All right. How many times to Trick Room? 2 more? Yep, 2 more. I can go for a Clear Smog into my Armor to get rid of the boost. I just want to make sure that my speed tiers are correct. Torkoal should be slower always. Yep. Okay, perfect. And I can go for a Psychic into or Expanding Force. I'm pretty sure Expanding Force does pretty much the same amount. I think it does more powerful than a single target Psychic. So yeah, they do go for Protect here, which makes sense. Expanding Force is just going to do so much damage to Dundozo at this point. So we go for the Clear Smog into the Armor to get rid of the special attack drops from that Volcarona earlier. And now we're putting on immense pressure against the Dundozo, and afterward this is probably a very safe NDD here. Do I want to go NDD or do I want to go Hat? I think Hattering's pretty safe here. I'm gonna go Hattering. Do I want to go Hattering actually? It's either Hattering or NDD. I'm trying to figure out because I could follow me Trick Room again, but I'm not sure if that's like the best option. I think it's okay though, but I think Hattering's probably easier to get Trick Room off. And we're going to go for an Expanding Force into the Dundozo, which should pick up the knockout, I think, in Psychic Terrain with the Twisted Spoon. So we're going to retreat Torkoal. I want to save it because it's a good answer to Masquerada. So we bring out the Hattering here. And Expanding Force into the Dundozo should KO, I want to say. Yep, it does. Look at how much damage that does. That's just too insane right here. That really is just too much damage. And now, actually, I don't even have to get Trick Room up here. I should be able to just go for a Dazzling Gleam plus a Trick Room. A Psychic Terrain disappears, which is okay. I think Dazzling Gleam and a Trick Room just auto wins me the game here. Because Masquerada is going to come in. It can only pick up a knockout. It has to pick up the knockout Armor, but Hattering cannot get denied Trick Room here. So from the Tatsugiri alone, because Tatsugiri can't taunt it because I do have a Magic Bounce that prevents taunts. They could go for Muddy Water, but that's not really going to affect me too much. I think we just always Psychic the Tatsugiri and go for a Trick Room because Torkoal could probably win against the Masquerada in. So it's just a... they had to crit my Armor and Sun. Wait, that was a loose con here. Okay. Hold up. Did I survive? Okay, Hattering takes the attack really well. Okay, perfect. I'm able to get Trick Room up, and it should seal it here. Yeah, I want to say it seals it here because it's Scarf. Sunlight Fades. I guess I just go Hattering, actually. No, I go Hattering here. Yeah, Hattering's safe. Because Hattering, we know that it's Scarf Tatsugiri because the Masquerada went second. So it has to, right? It has to be Choice Scarf Tatsugiri. Like, that's the only thing I don't remember, but I'm like pretty confident it is. We just go for a Dazzling Gleam, double Dazzling Gleam here, and we should have this sealed no matter what. And nice, we didn't even have to use our Terra here. They go for Protect, but we're going for a double Dazzling Gleam here, even without a Life Orb. Hattering has, like, for some reason, I think it's one of, if not the best special attack stat in Series 1 out of all the Pokemon. So, yeah, not able to KO the Tatsugiri though, but I am able to get this double Dazzling Gleam off. And it was super safe. They couldn't Sucker Punch because of the Psychic Terrain, which is why I brought Indeedee out, just in case as a backup. So goodbye Tatsugiri. And now it's just the Masquerada by itself. We have a full HP Torkoal in the back. It is not looking that great for our opponent. So yeah, we're just going to keep going for the Dazzling Gleams at this point. There's not really anything that my opponent can do here. And that will seal up the game, which is beautiful right here. So very, very nice. And you can see the power of just like the Psychic types, the fire moves. If you're able to get the Trick Room set off and you're able to, I don't know, basically just get all the turns right, you should be able to win. They go for a Terra here, which is smart. I probably should have went for a Mystical Fire here, but it doesn't really matter. Masquerada might live this double Dazzling Gleam combination, but you're not beating the Torkoal. You're absolutely not beating the Torkoal. And you only have single target attacks to actually hit. And look at how much Dazzling Gleam just does. That's without the Life Orb, by the way. Yeah, it just barely survives, I guess. Flower Trick into the Hattering is going to pick up a knockout. Cool. But now you have a whole Torkoal. You have a whole Indeedee, and you're at low HP, so I don't even have to risk missing. I could just go for Eruption Dazzling Gleam here. Or Clear Smog. Like, I have so many ways to just like hit the Masquerada at this point, and they just don't have enough firepower. They can't knock out Torkoal even if a critical hit attack from anything here. Overgrow is not going to take the KO on Torkoal, so all we have to do one day let the Masquerada go down or forfeit the game. We have it sealed, and yep, that is going to be the case. So nice Armor, Hattering. It's really nice just having all the Psychic boosts just dishing out so much damage. Grimmsnarl, Masquerada, Garganical, Golden Go Among Us Hydreigon. This is like anti-size spam if I've ever seen one. This really is. There's so many things that size spam doesn't automatically beat, but it's all right here. We have quite a few tools. King Gambit might be really nice here. And I mean really nice. They don't have the best answers to safety. You know what? Yeah. I guess we got to try out a different mode of this team. I'm going to try it out. Let's try out Entity plus King Gambit. I want Armor Rouge in the back and I want Hattering because their damage output's pretty insane. No Torkoal's a little bit weird for the Golden Go, but I think it's manageable. Like King Gambit combined with Entity just looks so rough for my opponent to handle. Swords Dance, the Trick Room. Yeah, it looks really difficult. This is one of the matchups, I guess. Anti-size spam. Hello, King Gambit. And I beat hello, King Gambit. Let's see. What are you leading here for my opponent? You're going to lead Escarada, Grimmsnarl. Okay, perfect. So I lead the Entity plus King Gambit. Are you fighting move? I scout for the fighting move just in case. Like if you go for knockoff, then it's like, but I should I mean, you would knock off here, right? A follow me is probably like way safer for me. But you just don't have much coverage. Oh, I don't have protect too. I think I'm just gonna risk it. I'm gonna go for a Sword Sense and I'm gonna Trick Room. And then I'm just gonna Dazzle and Gleam. A U-turn. Okay, it was Choice Band, it looks like, because they do get the Protean Choice Band. But oh, wow. That did a lot more than I expected. Okay. So U-turn, knockoff, Flower Trick, probably Sucker Punch, I'd imagine. They could be Brick Breaker, Low Kick, but I haven't really seen many fighting move Meowscarada recently, so I was willing to risk it there. Hydreigon. Oh, man, imagine if I clicked Dazzle and Gleam there. Spirit Break into the Entity. Okay. Gets up the knockout. That's cool. I actually really don't mind the situation. I get a free Sword Stance off with my King Gambit right here, and it's looking kind of difficult for my opponent to break through the King Gambit right here. I am going to go out in Hattering now, because Hattering is just in a really good spot right here. Amoonguss could come out though, and that would be a little bit awkward, I suppose. Do I really care that much about Amoonguss though? Not really, because I would just Psychic with Hattering probably. I'm just gonna Iron Head the... Did I Terra? I think I should Terra here. Yeah, I'm gonna Terra... No, I don't care about Amoonguss actually. I have Safety Calls in the King Gambit. I keep forgetting this. I'm gonna Trick Room and Iron Head the Grimmsnarl, and this should be Hydreigon going for a Terra Fire, I'd imagine. If they're Terra Fire, it's okay. If it's Terra Steel, it's alright still, because I can threaten my Sucker Punch later. So we're gonna see... Yep, Terra Fire. Yep, that's basically what I expected. They're probably gonna try to knock out the King Gambit here. Although they Spirit Break doubled up, that's actually a little bit awkward. We'll see if that's the case, though. I think I have better odds of living it because I am Terra Dark here, because even though I take super effective damage from the Spirit Break, King Gambit has just better natural physical defense than it does special defense, so I think it's better here, but we'll see. Also, we'd get like +4. Okay. Heat Wave, they missed Amon. They missed the King Gambit. Okay. Did they double Hattering, though? Yeah, I don't think they KO Hattering. Life Orb, Heat Wave, but again, King Gambit was taking it. Spirit Break into Hattering. Yeah, I'd expect a double up here. They didn't pick up the knockout though, and that's huge. Okay, Bert, beautiful, beautiful. We're able to get the Iron Head off. Goodbye, Grimmsnarl. And I think King Gambit just wins now. I'm like very confident King Gambit wins now. They're probably gonna go Amoonguss, and then I'm gonna reveal I have Safety Goggles. I Kauto Cleave the Hydreigon, and goodbye. So yeah, King Gambit. I actually was kind of confused when I first saw the King Gambit on this team, but hey, it's working out really well. Garganical? Oh, no Amoonguss. Interesting. +2. Oh man, +2 would do so much. You know what? I go for it here, I think. I'm going for the Kauto Cleave, and I'm going for a Psychic here into the Garganical. Oh, I could Psychic the Hydreigon actually, but I don't think it really matters too much. So much damage. Beautiful. Nice. I underspeed the Garganical. I get the Kauto Cleave off. Goodbye. And Hydreigon can't threaten the knockout. Yeah. I felt pretty safe about doing this because, again, like Hydreigon is just going to get, what, Expanding Force in the late game. So, it shouldn't be a problem. Heat Wave again. Burn. Don't think it's that big of a deal. Yeah, King Gambit took it really well. We would have lived the other Heat Wave too. Burn or crits would have been annoying, but then I would have just targeted down to Hydreigon, I think, more likely here. I threaten Sucker Punch always. This should be Armor Rouge. I always go for Psychic into the Hydreigon, and I go for Iron Head because I know that's Choice Banded Meowscarada based on the damage to my Hattering. There's no way it wasn't. Turns up for one more turn, which is perfect or two more turns, which is perfect because that's all I really need. So we go for an Iron Head into the Meowscarada, and we go for a Psychic into the Hydreigon that's now a Fire type. Actually, I might have actually just been able to KO the... I might have been able to KO it with just Kato Cleave, but might as well just go for Iron Head anyway because it's +2 Iron Head. There's no way you live this. Yep. Goodbye. Yeah, multiple turns to Trick Room to work with. Even if they get like multiple Trick Room... Even if they get multiple Trick Room, what's it called? If they get multiple Trick Room turns stalled with double or triple protects, I still win because I have Sucker Punch. So, and they can't knock out both Pokemon at the same time. So yeah, we go for a Kato Cleave plus Psychic here. And I guess it could have gone a little bit scary if they Draco'd, but I think even if I lost King Gambit there, as long as I hit one Heat Wave with my Armor Rouge, I think I win the game anyway. So I think I was fine in a lot of scenarios. I would have had to gotten unlucky, which isn't impossible. But King Gambit for me is worth right there. Like, it actually put in a ton of work in that, just because it was so hard for my opponent to actually even damage the King Gambit. And yeah, Terrifier is what I expected on this team because it really did not have much for like other steals in general. Murkrow into the Armor Rouge, Meowscarada, Rotom Wash, and the Excalibur. So this is kind of a weird one because Armor Rouge Mirror. I want to go with Annihilate lead, I want to say, because I can Final Gambit in like precious turns, I think, which is really nice. Torkoal seems really good, but only if I get Trick Room set up, and it's not even that great. Actually, it might not be that great. I definitely want to go Annihilate here. I think I want to go Annihilate Armor Rouge. I don't think they're bringing Murkrow at all. I don't see why you would bring Murkrow into this kind of team lead. I would like the Armor Rouge plus Annihilate. I want Hatterene. I think I want King Gambit in the back because King Gambit actually does pretty well, except against the Armor Rouge, which is a Pokemon that can be hard. And I think Hatterene does a lot of work here against my opponent's team. Like Spread Dazzling Gleam, Psychic's going to do a lot of damage. I don't fall victim to their own Armor Rouge. And basically a lot of this game is going to come down to how well can I play against the opposing Armor Rouge, which is going to be a really important factor in this match right here. Because I think that's going to be the game determining factor. We're going to see Indeedee plus the Armor Rouge on their side. Okay. So I lead Annihilate plus Armor Rouge here, and yeah, this is perfectly fine. They don't usually run Protect on Indeedee, or they would probably just attack. I think I'm just going to U-turn the Indeedee, and I'm just going to go for Expanding Force immediately. I could Final Gambit here, but they would follow me. I think they have to follow me, right? Because if I Final Gambit the Armor Rouge, it's really bad, right? So there are two places like Protect Armor Rouge, attack with Indeedee, or go for a follow me and just attack, right? I mean, those are the really likely options here. So I'm going to U-turn. Nice. Because I think those would be your best options here. So I'm going to go for a U-turn into the Indeedee, which is really nice here. Okay. And we go out into King Gambit. I brought King Gambit as a psychic immunity, which is pretty important here. So we bring out the King Gambits that can resist. Expanding Force, yep, perfect. Okay, yeah, Armor Rouge takes that extremely well. We go for our own Expanding Force. This will do a decent amount as well. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Okay. I don't have Protect. I think I'm okay with the trade, though. I am okay with the trade, I'm pretty sure. Because if they go for Armor Cannon, they're taking a lot. And I'm pretty sure the only way they KO me is Helping Hand Heat Wave or or just Armor Cannon in general. So I think Kato Cleave here and Expanding Force is okay here. Or do I Trick Room? Yeah, I'd rather just Expanding Force. They follow me again, which makes sense. Okay. And they're going to go for Heat Wave. Yeah. The thing is, Heat Wave's not KOing, and I just got a Flash Fire boost, so thank you very much. Yeah, like I survive here. I get Expanding Force off into the Indeedee and the Kato Cleave into the Armor Rouge, and yeah, that was the main Pokemon I want to get rid of. If I had Torkoal in the back, I probably... No, I don't win this because I can't guarantee Trick Room getting up now. But really, really nice spot here. But of course, the two backs could be super threatening, but yeah, this is the speed right here. King Gambit's really good in this situation. Let's see if we can keep it. We also have Annihilate in the back for a Final Gambit, which is really nice. Let's see who they're bringing out. Rotom Wash, I wouldn't be surprised about. It's going to be Excalibur. Rotom? Excalibur. Rotom, yep. Okay. I don't... Gotta think about this. Oh, this can be difficult. I could also be wasting a Terra right here upcoming. I want to say my best play is to always double up something. The thing is, Hydro Pump is really threatening the Armor Rouge, and they're threatening the King Gambit slot with the Excalibur. And if I Terra wrong, they could Icicle Spear my Armor Rouge and Hydro Pump my King Gambit. That would be really awful. I think my best place is Sucker Punch to Rotom anyway. And you know what? I think we Terra Grass and attempt to Trick Room. I don't need Terra Fire, I think, on the Hatterene. It doesn't help me because Hydro Pump's still threatening. Or maybe I could have. We'll find out. We're going to see a Terra come out from my opponent. Fireback's Caliber into Steel? Round. Oh. Wait, this could be Earthquake, though. But Earthquake Hydro Pump would probably knock out my Armor Rouge anyway, so this could still be really bad. But on the bright side, I'd get damage in a Rotom. Actually, no, this wouldn't be too bad, right? Because I could go Annihilate into Hatterene and probably get some damage. I mean, this is still rough. Let's see. Wait, they protected. That's really good for me. Because they were scared of Thunderbolt. Nice. Okay, that's actually really good. Okay. Sucker fails. They Earthquaked. Oh, that could have been really terrifying. And I mean really terrifying if I didn't go for the Terra Grass right there. Excellent. Yep. Perfect. I'm pretty sure we can now just go for Dazzling Gleam Expanding Force and nuke the entire side of the field. I don't think I go for Psychic because I believe Rotom would definitely live an Expanding Force. I'm pretty sure Excalibur, I'm pretty sure does. But I'm pretty sure after Dazzling Gleam, I get the knockout because I'm Twisted Spoon Armor Rouge here. So Dazzling Gleam and Expanding Force. And thank you for their Entity. The thing that's weird about Psy Spam is bringing your own Entity can like set up the Psychic terrain for your opponent. Since I didn't bring it, it really helps me here. Unless for some reason they're slow back Excalibur. But I don't remember the speed tiers where I think Armor Rouge is slower still. But I could be off on that. If I'm off on that, that's really bad. So we'll see. Dazzling Gleam gonna come out. Yeah, I do so much damage. That's a frail Rotom, actually. That took more from the Gleam than I thought. Expanding Force just going to nuke, probably. Oh, Excalibur is Assault Vest, it looks like. That, I wasn't thinking much of the Gleam damage, but that Expanding Force did way too little. The Earthquake. Don't crit me. Don't crit me. Okay. Well, I guess... Actually, double crit... Crit would have... Not knocked out either, actually. Okay, perfect. Okay, beautiful. So we go for Expanding Force and Psychic, and we guarantee win the game. Oh, man. I didn't think it'd be Assault Vest, Terra, Ground, Excalibur. That is a unique set, if I've ever seen one. But, yeah, very cool. But thankfully, I already had the lead. Like, thankfully, I already had the lead. Because otherwise, and that Terra Grass came in super clutch. They had to read that in order to, and like I wasn't guaranteed to go for it, right? Because it could have still been like Hydro Pump plus like Icicle Spear or something. So I think it was just safer to go for that. Toxapex, Salamence, Volcarona, Hydreigon, King Gambit, Breloom. Okay, this is pretty scary, and I mean pretty scary. They have a lot of mons that I don't appreciate off the bat here. Okay, I'm gonna go Entity Armor Rouge, I think. Entity Armor Rouge sounds really solid here. I need the Psychic Terrain for sure. Hatterene 100%. Actually, can I bring I don't want to bring Torkoal in this. Actually, do I want to bring Torkoal in this? I don't think it's necessary. Yeah, it's not necessary. But it does sweep if I get in the right spot. I was thinking Annihilate could come in and lead because close combat threatening is pretty big. But I was thinking just tearing the Armor Rouge and it would be like a really good spot. I think I do want to try to go for the regular Trick Room though, because I want the Psychic Terrain for sure. I like Hatterene as a backup to a lot of the Pokemon that my opponent's bringing. Let's see. I think Annihilate could have been a really strong option here though. We'll have to wait and find out because Toxapex I think is being brought. I think it's Toxapex, Hydreigon, King Gambit, Breloom in some order. I don't know which order though. Volcarona, King Gambit. Okay, that also makes sense to me too. Okay. Indeedee, Armor Rouge. I mean, this is a Trick Room here. This is a very easy Trick Room here. This is a Trick Room, follow me. Struggle Bug's annoying, but it's like not that bad. Swords Dance could be a little bit ugly, but kind of a awkward spot, I suppose. Volcarona hard retreats. Toxapex? That's fine. We have Flamethrower Torkoal in the back. Alright. So I get to follow me off. Beautiful. Auto Cleave. That should knock out the Indity, I'm assuming. Wow. I'm shocked. That works in my favor, though. Okay. I'm going for the Psychic, and I'm just going to follow me here. Actually, I should Terra Grass then. Because Toxapex can knock out the Indity, right? I'm pretty sure it's always Psychic the Toxapex and follow me. Just to guarantee it, yeah. Because if Toxapex goes for an attack and then they go for a Kauto Cleave into the Armorage, that would be really awful. Especially since King Gambit, I wouldn't be surprised if it's faster than Armorage under Trick Room. Just because of like how slow King Gambit is. Oh boy. Well, I was not expecting the Terra Dark option. That's really cool. I did not think about that. I didn't consider it because you just don't see Toxapex much. Okay. They should be attacking, right? I don't know what move the Toxapex is going for, but we'll see. Infestation, yeah, okay. Oh boy. Psychic. Okay, Armorage is faster than the King Gambit. That's good to note. Kauto Cleave. We take it pretty well. We go Torkoal here always. This is going to be a really strange upcoming game. Okay, Torkoal in. I'm going to go for a Flamethrower into King Gambit and Heat Wave, I suppose. I don't know if I have enough turns. Let's see. A wide guard. Perfect. Okay. So I do get the Flamethrower off into King Gambit. That should pick up a knockout. I could still pick up things around the Toxapex and then focus on the Toxapex. Oh, I didn't KO. Wow. Assault Vest probably then. Okay. Are you going for with the King Gambit? Kauto Cleave into Armorage again? Yeah, okay. That's a lot of damage. Do I let Armorage go down is the question. Probably. It's too low. I mean, I just... You know what? I'm gonna go for Eruption here. Because I don't think they wide guard. I think they have to go for a... I think they Infestation the Armorage. Because like Torkoal Flamethrower would get them nothing, right? Maybe I should have thought about that more. Because I guess it technically makes sense. Because... that's not good. Yeah, breaking through this Toxapex is actually kind of hard with this team. If it's Terra Dark specifically. I never thought I would say that Toxapex is a problem, but it is for this team. Is this Kauto Cleave or is this into who? Okay, into Torkoal. Oh, I hope this isn't the same mind game. I guess I'm worried about taking so much from Heatwave, but I'm gonna flame. We already used up so many turns. I feel like we can try though. We can try. I'm going out into Hatterene. I'm flamethrowing the King Gambit. Kind of regret not doing this the last turn, but what can you do? They got me this turn, so they're infestationing the Hatterene, I'd say. Okay. Infestation, yep. Oh, taking so much damage, and then there's the Volcarona in the back. Freaking returns to normal. Psychic Terrain's gonna return to normal. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Volcarona's gonna come in, and that thing is gonna do a lot. I'm also trapped in with Hatterene, so okay. Trick Room, Flamethrower right here. Not much I can really say. I could hope for Heatwave dodges. Struggle Bug. Oh, they did have Struggle Bug. Okay. I was like thinking they could Struggle Bug Kauto Cleave immediately, which would have been really threatening turn one. All right. Infestation into Torkoal. Okay. Yeah, it's actually... This Infestation is actually really annoying because I can't swap and now I'm -1 on everything. Okay. I think I just double up the Volcarona. They probably don't have Protect on the Volcarona, I imagine, and the Toxapex is probably just going to go for a Wide Guard here. I don't see why you wouldn't go for Wide Guard. I don't know how I'm beating the Toxapex in the late game. I think I do lose. I mean, if I can get rid of the Pokemon around it, it's viable, right? I was thinking of Clear Smogging my Hatterene, but I don't think it's worth it here. They have Protect. I've only seen Struggle Bug, like Rage Powder, Tailwind, and like Heat Wave. Was not expecting to Protect. Oh my goodness, this team was a really bad matchup into me. This was a really bad matchup into this team. And I think I could have got some calls, right? Oh, wait. Toxic, Wide Guard, Infestation, Haze is your last one? I mean, it kind of makes sense not to have Protect. I can't believe I'm getting destroyed by this Toxapex, man. I'm actually getting destroyed by this Toxapex. Maybe if I went more aggressive reads there. Sun is faded, right? Yeah. I don't think Flamethrower KOs without the Sun. I'm gonna Clear Smog my Hatterene and Psychic the Volcarona, just so if I can pick up the knockout, maybe. Okay, so I get the Psychic off. Maybe if I got the Dazzling Gleam and tried to KO the Toxapex, maybe Armor Rouge could have came back, but I don't know. Okay. And they're going for a Infestation once again, and then I'm gonna lose Hatterene, and then I might lose Torkoal here too, because this 2 turns of Toxic plus Infestation. Yeah. I can't believe Toxapex gave me so much trouble on this team, but it really did. The Terra Dark, yeah, Dark types are hard to handle. I thought I could handle the Toxapex just fine because I thought like the worst it could do is Wide Guard and then I'd be able to Psychic, but I really did not expect the Terra Dark set right there. That screwed me over. Like this team specifically too, because you get trapped in with the Struggle Bug and then the Terra Dark and then Wide Guard. Granted, I do think that this game was winnable. I think I had to make like every single call right. Like if I Flamethrower to King Gambit, if I went for like Dazzling Gleam or Flamethrowers into the Toxapex at the right time, I think it was very manageable. But yeah, my opponent played well with the set, and yeah, it really caught me off guard, and it did do a lot against my team. I did not think the Toxapex would be the threatening part here. I thought the Breloom Spore was. All right, let's go over the games. The first game went really well for me, being able to safely get Trick Room up and apply so much pressure with Torkoal and Armor Rouge with my opponent not having great counter plays. In the second game, the King Gambit was a good lead and threatened my opponent's team heavily. Psychic would have been better into the Hydreigon in case of Draco Meteor into King Gambit. On the turn, I doubled up the Garganical, but after getting Trick Room up, it was very hard for my opponent to prevent me from getting knockouts. In the third game, was able to maneuver well against the Entity and opposing Armor Rouge lead, and with the Strong Grass Terra on the Armor Rouge, thankfully against the Terra Ground Excalibur, which I was expecting, helped to secure the game. And finally, in the fourth game, I completely didn't expect the Terra Dark Toxapex, which ended up doing well against my entire team. I would have needed to get every turn right calling when and when they wouldn't go for Wide Guard, but my opponent was really good at calling me out when I would go for spread moves. This team makes a lot of sense on why it would do well, especially in an open team sheet format. It's able to pressure so much, and usually the hardest thing about Hard Trick Room is being able to sweep in Hard Trick Room or setting it up just in the first place. So knowing what techs your opponent has in order to figure out the right mode to set up Trick Room and then sweeping under is very efficient, and no wonder this team did so well at Liverpool. But if you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like down below. It really does help me out. And if you do want to check out the details of the team and the creator, they will be linked down below the description. You can grab the rental code available on your screen while it's available. There's only a few days of Series 1 left, so you better hurry up. And of course, you can subscribe to the channel for more VGC content and check out the rest of my videos.